New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Money is it in your hand. PNM is the plan. Red and ready, hold it steady. PNM, we are one.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. You wonder why I say this psalm before I speak? We're dealing with some evil, wicked people. We are dealing with some reckless, venomous people. They're wicked and bad. And so whenever I have to speak, I know they're listening. So I have to let them know that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young SC. Your next Member of Parliament, Lisa Atwater. Listen, I did not know Lisa could talk, so give her another round of applause. That is what Moruga Tableland deserves. That is the kind of representation you deserve. You made a mistake. You made a mistake and you send somebody up in the parliament. It pains my ear to have to sit down and listen to presentations coming from your member of parliament. You compare Lisa Atwater and the tire burner. Compare Lisa Atwater and the tire burner. Because from what I hear, to get an appointment with that particular MP, you just block the road, burn some tires, and you will see your MP showing up. Our host this evening, the next member of parliament for Laventille West, I got it right this time. Minister Avinash Singh, and all you beautiful people of Moruga Tableland. Listen, all you looking real nice, you know. You all have the UNC scared and scattered. All up to last week, their chests up in the air like peacock, because they're seeing the treasury in their eyesight. They feel Trinbagonians dotish. They feel UN have sense. When they realize that this election will not be won on social media, but it will be won on the ground, house to house, door to door, street to street, avenue to avenue, village to village, town to town. While they're wasting time talking about yellow code, and when UNC win, everybody win, once bunch of lies, we beaten the pavements. We talking to our people, and we are explaining to them the danger. Hold up on the horns a little bit. Hold up on the horns a little bit. We are explaining to them the dangers. Listen, I just spending a few minutes with you tonight. I want you to understand, we are explaining to them the dangers to Trinidad and Tobago of having a UNC government in this place. We had them before. We know what you're made of. Not because you change your clothes from yellow to blue, feel you can mama guy we. Yellow or blue, you're still. Whether you're yellow, whether you're in blue, you're still a bunch of thieves. We know you. We know what you give. Everybody wins. What race you ever run and everybody get a gold medal at the end? Who you trying to mama guy? The whole purpose of a race is somebody go come first, second or third. Everybody don't get gold medal. But their advisors, their foreign advisors tell them people like to win. So if you mama guide them and tell them everybody win, they will fall for that. Vote for you. And after you get in office, you do whatever you want. And they buy that because they love to lie. They are desperate for power. They are a bunch of desperate people. Could you imagine? They are so desperate for power, they will do anything. Look at them. All they have done is assemble a bunch of PNM haters. Because you know we have some of those. They have assembled a bunch of PNM haters. And all they are concerned about is getting into the corridors of power. After they get there, understand that many of them hate each other among that group. So as soon if we take God out of our thoughts, and they end up in power, after they conspire with their hatred for the PNM, then they move to the hatred for one another. And they cannot govern the country like that. Could you imagine? Look at some of them. You know, I don't want to call them my name. But you just dig up in your Google and see some of them were cussing each other just last week. Some of them 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 6 months ago, they had the worst things to say about each other. Now they hug up and singing song and feel they could fool you. Well, we will not be fooled. In Moruga Tableland, you have sense. You're smart. You come from a rich history of agriculture. You eat good food. You grew up on dashing yam and cassava. When you want stew fish, you and I know stale fish is fresh fish. Fresh fish. So you real strong and your brain's working well. So you know when you look at Lisa and how she named, is only one choice you have. You have a teacher. I mean, let's talk. Let's make some sense here. Let's talk common sense thing. You have a teacher of more than 30 years. Taught your children, some of them, some of your grandchildren, boy and girl, from St. Mary's, Moruga, all over. They love her like hog love mud. Nice lady. You heard her talk tonight. You ain't hear nice talk? She making sense. She could string a sentence together nicely. The grammar is intact. And then you have mumble bumble on the other side. It's pressure in the parliament. We have to wonder what the lady's saying. She's just not making sense. Listen to me. In the village I come from, they say she's shaming you. She's making you look bad. But all they're concerned about is not the quality of the candidates that they give to you to go to the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. They will pick up anything, any pickup side. They have no character, no integrity. And we're making them out. We know them. And we're not going to vote for them. They could say what they want. they could talk about how much code. Because in Moruga, red is the word! Red is the word! Red is the word! Red is the word! And that is just a fact. We never like too much of yellow in Moruga. I drive around coming down the road here a little earlier on, I'm watching the curtain. Nobody had a yellow curtain in Moruga. I see all different kind of curtain flying by the window. No yellow. We want no yellow. We want nothing looking close to yellow. As a matter of fact, for the next few weeks, we ban yellow until after the election. Don't wear yellow. If you have a nice yellow dress that you're accustomed wearing, put it in the cupboard and wear it after the 28th. Because somebody might feel that you endorsing UNC. You have a nice outfit you bought long time for Easter. You like a little yellow. Put it away. And wear it on the 29th. Your MP to be spoke about agriculture. Well, you know I am passionate about agriculture. She spoke about agriculture being sexy again. And you know, at the Ministry of Youth Development and National Service, we have been promoting agriculture as a career option for young people. I repeat, we have trained over 1,400 young farmers in Trinidad and Tobago. And we are giving them 2 acres of land, a starter home, and a grant of $20,000 so that they can start a career of their own. No other government has ever done that for the young people of this country. And we are not mama guying them. When they get certified, they're going to UTT. From UTT, we put them on a farm with a master farmer to show them how to get into the best practice scenarios. And when we are finished, we say, listen, you can't have a program, train you, equip you, and not give you the most important asset that you would require, which is land. And we know about the issues of predial larceny. So we don't want you coming from Port of Spain North, your farm down in Chatham, you plant your okra, it grow nice, okra looking good, and somebody else decide they will reap what you plant. So we decide we'll give you a homestead. So you're living there with your family and you're farming the land that the government gave to you. And we understand that with all the love you have for agriculture, if you don't have the little money to buy a whacker or a small plow or a fork or a garden hoe or a water hose, we know you need a little money to start off, so we give you a grant of $20,000. It's not a loan, it's a grant. And therefore here in Moruga Tableland, when you start your planting, when you start your agricultural plot, you'll be able to service the agro-processing plant. You understand? You have the land, you'll be able to produce for the agro-processing, is added value, you can then move into the local or into the export market. And we are also going to construct in Moruga Tableland a farm school. So other persons who are interested in this community, you are going to get a farm school in Moruga. And that's some of the goodies we have in store for you. And your MP to be just called out some goodies that she wants for you after you elect her. The Prime Minister here, he's listening, and therefore he will take note. And once the seat come home, right, I am supporting the Prime Minister and giving you what you asked for in the Moruga Tableland. What Atwater wants Atwater going to get? You vote Atwater. Vote solidly for Atwater and liberate us from the tire burner. But before I close, I want to say something to you very seriously. This is more than just wanting Lisa to win. This is about serious business. This is about the future of Trinidad and Tobago people. We are begging you, help us protect this country from the UNC. I make no joke when I tell you these people are a bunch of bandits. And I challenge them to say otherwise, because I have file sticks on them. They love to thief. And it would be good if they were thieving among each other. But no, their passion is for public money in the treasury. So if you put them there, they can't help it. And they're going to do the same thing again. So this is serious business. When you vote for Lisa Atwater, what in fact you are doing is voting to secure the future of your children, your grandchildren, your aunt, your uncle, your nephew, your niece, your neighbor, every relative, every friend. And you will be labeled a responsible citizen when you return Lisa Atwater as your MP and give us another seat in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago, because we're going to win every other seat that we have in the Parliament right now. So I bring you love from the city of La Horquetta, Talparo. They fooled themselves and thought for a moment that they could slip in up by me. But they didn't understand that we're doing the work. We combing the streets, we planning, we implementing, and we making sure that from La Horquetta Talparo is PNM, Toko Sandy Grande is PNM, Tunapuna is PNM, St. Joseph is PNM, Point Fortin is PNM, Tobago is PNM, Moruga Tableland is PNM, Port of Spain, Lavantil, Chaguanas, San Fernando, all over Trinidad and Tobago is PNM, 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 PNM. It's okay to be excited, you know. It is okay to be excited, because the job is not simply that you must vote. The job is that you, after you have voted, must convince every family member, every neighbor, every cousin, every aunt, every uncle. You must spread the gospel of protection of the public purse and good governance as only the PNM can do it. So my friends, I look forward to getting great news when we sit in Balize House on the night of the 28th. I must hear the drums rolling in Moruga Tableland, because you're very good with drums down here. I know you have some Baptist people down here. You know I'm a Baptist too. So I'm calling on all the Baptists. In Moruga Tableland. Beat your drums, sing your song, and vote solidly for Lisa Atwater and the PNM. Oh yes! Wave your coquille broom, do whatever you have to do, and sweep them out of Moruga Tableland. Great is the PNM. I said great is the PNM. Hey, great is the PNM. And we shall prevail. I love you all.
It's a movement, we all in together, not just so one, my sister, my brother.
This is a new chapter. Join us on the road to victory. On Tuesday, April 22nd, St. Joseph, the People's National Movement will be having a public meeting at Nyabingi's Bar. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.